What if you could drive a Formula One car on the open road? Not a look-alike, not a tribute, but the real deal, unleashed, raw, and barely tamed for the street. Today, we're diving into the world of three insane machines, cars that were born on the track but somehow made their way onto public roads. These aren't just supercars, they're weapons, built with F1 DNA, loaded with racing technology, and designed for pure adrenaline. So strap in, because you're about to meet the wildest Formula One-inspired road cars ever created. Let's get started. 1. Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR top speed. 344 km/h, 214 mph. The Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR is the very definition of a road-legal race car. A Formula One monster disguised as a street machine. Developed in the mid-1990s, specifically for the FIA GT Championship, this engineering marvel was designed in collaboration with AMG and brought to life in a jaw-dropping 128 days, from initial sketch to rolling prototype. The mission? Build a car capable of dominating the track while meeting the legal requirements for street use. Simple to say, insane to execute. At the heart of the CLK GTR lies a naturally aspirated 6.9-liter V12 engine, producing a ferocious 612 horsepower and a monstrous 775 newton-meters of torque. It's mated to a 6-speed sequential gearbox, catapulting the car from 0 to 100 kilometers per in under 3.8 seconds. But these are just numbers. The real story is how this brute delivers its power to the asphalt. With rear-wheel drive and an extremely low center of gravity, the CLK GTR demands respect. It's a beast, tamed only by the most experienced hands. The body is made entirely of carbon fiber, ensuring both extreme lightness and rigidity. Every surface, every vent, every aerodynamic line has a purpose. The massive rear wing, the gaping intakes, and the low-slung silhouette are all tuned for maximum downforce and airflow. Its headlight design and overall profile may nod to the civilian CLK W208, but don't be fooled. Underneath lies a purebred track weapon. Inside, Mercedes did not forget, this is still a road car. The cabin is minimalist but not bare. Carbon fiber, aluminum, and leather define a space that whispers exclusivity and performance. Only 25 road-going CLK GTRs were ever built, each now worth millions. It stands as one of the final true hypercars of the 1990s, a machine with an unmistakable Formula One soul, unburdened by modern compromises like comfort or emissions. 2. Ferrari F50. Top speed, 325 km/h, being 202 mph. The Ferrari F50 wasn't just built to go fast, it was engineered to bring the raw thrill of a Formula One car to public roads. Designed to celebrate Ferrari's 50th anniversary, the F50 followed the legendary F40, but with even deeper roots in motorsport. Its heart, a 4.7-liter naturally aspirated V12, derived directly from the 1990 Ferrari 641 Formula One car, the very machine Alain Prost drove during his championship fight. This engine wasn't simply inspired by Formula One, it was built by its rules. Featuring high compression, a dry sump, lightning-fast throttle response, and a shrieking soundtrack that echoed through the streets like a Grand Prix pit lane, it produced 520 horsepower at a soaring 8,500 RPM. It was bolted directly to the carbon fiber chassis, not only for rigidity, but because, just like in a race car, the engine was a structural component. The body of the F50 was a pioneering full-carbon monocoque, a first for a street-legal Ferrari. The aerodynamics were honed in Scuderia Ferrari's wind tunnel, and everything was done with racing principles in mind. A pushrod suspension system, no electronic aids, and zero tolerance for mistakes. No abs, no traction control, just man, machine, and the physics of the road. The cabin was a cockpit, sparse, functional, and focused on connection. Carbon fiber panels, a bare-bones dashboard, and a short-throw, 6-speed gated manual shifter. Each of the 349 units was hand-assembled, and prospective buyers were carefully vetted. Ferrari didn't sell the F50 to just anyone. Today, it's more than a collectible. It's a manifestation of a dream, to drive a Formula One car on the open road. 3. Caparo T1, top speed, 330 kilometers per hour, 205 miles per hour. The Caparo T1 is less of a car and more of a high-speed science experiment. Developed by Caparo Vehicle Technologies in the UK, this project was led by former McLaren engineers, the very minds behind the legendary McLaren F1. Their vision? To prove that a Formula One-inspired driving experience could be made road legal, even if it meant completely abandoning comfort and practicality. The T1 weighs just 470 kilograms. That's 1,036 pounds, roughly the same as a racing go-kart. Its 3.0-liter naturally aspirated V8 was designed almost entirely from scratch, producing a staggering 575 horsepower. That gives it a power-to-weight ratio of over 1,200 hp per ton, a figure that even Bugatti's engineering marvels can't match. It rockets from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.5 seconds, and the downforce at 240 kilometers per hour is so immense, the car could theoretically drive upside down on a tunnel ceiling. It's suspension pure F1 technology. Fully adjustable push-rod suspension with long control arms. Brakes? Carbon ceramic. No power assist. The steering wheel is a racing-style control hub, covered in toggles and switches for every imaginable setting. Even getting in is an experience. You remove the top, slide into a carbon tub, strap into a 6-point harness, and realize you've entered a new dimension of driving. The Caparo T1 is not for casual enthusiasts. It requires skill, training, and total focus. No traction control, no ABS, no second chances. There is no room for error. But if you can handle it, the reward is unmatched. It's the closest thing you can legally drive on the road that truly feels like a Formula One car. This isn't a daily driver. It's a mechanical challenge, a test of will, and one of the most extreme expressions of motorsport ever allowed, off the track. And that's a wrap on some of the most extreme machines ever allowed on public roads. Seriously, which one blew your mind the most? Was it the raw brutality of the CLK GTR, the Formula One soul of the Ferrari F50, or the insane engineering behind the Caparo T1? We'd love to hear from you. What did you like most about this video? What would you like to see next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We pour our heart into every episode to bring you the wildest, weirdest, and most wonderful stories from the world of classic and extreme cars. If you enjoyed the ride, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and remember, some legends don't belong in museums. They belong on the road.